гармоника вьюги назло, заплутавшее счастье зови. Мне в холодной землянке тепло от твоей негасимой любви. Мне в холодной землянке тепло от твоей негасимой любви. Тобі шаптароє на снежнім полі край Москве, kad bi mogla da oslušneš ti, s kakvom čežnjom moj glas peva ti. Oj, гармоника вьюги назло, заплутавшее счастье зови. Мне в холодной землянке тепло от твоей негасимой любви.
Stevan Karanats and Zaur Tutov. Zaur Najidovich, your performance of Zemlyanka is considered to be canonical. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for singing it here. And my question is to you as a member of the jury. What would you say about Stevan's performance? Well, he sang it wonderfully in his own way, and I want to wish him well and their soon as possible recovery and be in good professional form. Would you give some point to him? No, it's not necessary to announce it, but, well, from your permission, I will just keep it for later time to discuss it. I need to discuss it with my colleagues, but Stevan's performance is really interesting. I see that Lev Leshenko points at Denis Maidanov. Well, I think that I can catch up and give comments nearly after every song. I'd like to thank Stevan for his talent. I really like this festival for being multifaceted. We hear a classical presentation of this song, and I would like to thank Zaur Tutov for this, and also to thank Stevan for this. And that's a true harmony that is taking place here on the stage, and I would also like to thank Lee Otter for the enormous job that she is doing with her orchestra. Thank you very much. Thank you, dear members of the jury. We encourage you to give points to our singers, and that was the sixth performer of the festival Road to Yalta. And after the last contestant, we will announce the prize of winners, prize of the audience award. And can we see the intermediary results, if that is possible, on the screen? If not, well, look at the screen. Let's have a look. They're given in percentage. Well, starting with May, with semi-final, our Cuban singers were among leaders, and you're still to hear them. But then our contestant from China, who is still to perform here, is ranking first. As you see, he has collected 65% of voices. And here I should say that there's no trick. Yan Kison, our singer from China, said that he teaches at 3 schools, and he just said to all students of these three schools that he is going to participate in a contest, and that means 30,000 students. So don't be surprised with the result. But you can have your say in this vote if you take out your smartphones and press buttons voting for this or that singer. As a member of our jury, we should have had a wonderful musician with capital M, our friend tutor from Italy. Pupa is this musician on whose music I was brought up back in the 1980s and 90s, and now Pupa in spring this year actually spoke the words of gratitude to Russia for assisting Italy in fighting against COVID pandemic. Unfortunately, Pupa couldn't join us here, but here's his words of welcome to the participants. Hello friends, I'm Pupa. I wish I could be in Yalta, but unfortunately because of COVID-19 it's not possible to be with you. But I pass my cordial greetings to all those who are at the festival, the singers of highest rank, and my deep warm words of greeting to my colleagues from the jury. I wish I could be with you, not in the virtual reality, but in the physical reality. Viva Russia, viva music, viva peace. Thank you very much, Pupa, for these words, and definitely Italy will be presented here in our contest. Our next singer is a star in his country. He is a musician, a singer, composer with 4 discs issued with numerous concerts all over the world, representing Switzerland in Eurovision, and this time here at our festival he will represent his own country. That's a very special piece in our festival, in our concert. The song Katyusha is actually being sung everywhere when people want to feel energized, and our next participant will prove this. Tomos Graciosos and Otto Orchestra, our favorite Katyusha.
Dobry wieczór, Rosja! Ciao, Yalta!
Thank you very much, and I love you.
Grazie di cuore! Spasibo большое!
Thank you very much. Bravo, Thomas, and bravo, Yalta Orchestra. Thomas, you have already performed this song. I will invite the interpreter to join us so that we have Italian here in Yalta a little bit. Well, you have sung this song many times in Italy in a different style, more classical style, but what style is closer to you? Actually, it sounds like very clear. Well, it was another song. Well, I once already sang this song in the Kremlin. It was a great honor for me to sing there, and as well as here, I sang it in Russian, and I adjusted it to Italian this time. Every time I sing it, it fills me with great emotion that I can communicate it through myself, through my soul. And I think it is called Katerina Italian. Yeah, Katerina. How many Catherines do we have among viewers? Catherines, will you raise your hands? Catherines of Yalta, will you raise your hands? Many. And let's use these hands to give a round of applause to our singer. Music without beyond borders. Music is everywhere. Thank you. Dear colleagues, we're looking for the points from the jury, and I'm sure that Denis Maidanov will give his comment. Well, a true Italian, it's not only that he sang so energetically, but also I just encouraged all our young ladies and Yalta and Crimea. I'd like to thank Thomas for this very new interpretation of Katyusha. We like it so much. We really enjoy it, sung in every way, but thank you for giving us a very new interpretation of this song. And he has done it together with Yalta Orchestra. So you are giving points to our singer. And any other comments? Yes, take microphone from Denis. Well, I'm younger, so I will get up to Denis. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for the rounds of applause that you're giving to the singers. Much depends on you, because your rounds of applause guide us as members of the jury. And the other thing that I want to make as a point, while listening to Otto with the orchestra, I was looking at the screen. I thought how the films of that time and about that time kept together with the new interpretations. Well, and I was really concerned and worried that they will not match. But actually, they matched perfectly. They made a perfect match. It means that the songs are perfect. They can sound anywhere, everywhere, anytime, and sung in any language. So let us give another round of applause for this energy blow that we have all received. Thank you. Dear friends, we thank you for your applause. They are not in vain. Your We're all looking for new surprises. As you may have noticed, I'm not with Ekaterina Guseva here on the stage. It's not just accidental. Let's get transferred to Southeast Asia. Our next contestant is from Indonesia, Sanhi Sandora. He is a vocalist, author of his own songs, and music producer and architect. He is now in Jakarta. Sanhi, hello. Indonesia and Russia are very far away from each other, but why you have chosen this very beautiful song by Alexandra Pakhmutova? Hello, Yalta. That's truly a very beautiful song. It tells you about the heroic period of your history and also about the heroic deeds of the Belarus people. And it has an amazing melody that takes your soul. It's my pleasure to sing it at the festival, The Road to Yalta. I wish I could be with you, but the pandemic doesn't allow me to join you yet, unfortunately. Well, it's okay, Sadhya, and next time, I hope. And Sadhya Sandora will sing this song together with the person who has been singing it since 1977 as part of the legendary Soviet music band Pesnira. Sadhya Sandora, Indonesia, and the owning artist of the Belarus Republic, Valery Daineko.
Белый аист летит, над белесым Полесьем летит. Белорусский мотив, в песне вереск, как в песне ракит. Всю земля приняла и заботу, и ласку, и пламя самой первой тебе приходилось встречаться с врагами. Молодость моя, Белоруссия, песни партизан, сосны до туман. Партизан, алая заря, молодость моя, Белоруссия.
Memories still ongoing in the forests of the Guerrilla Trail, unable to overgrown, and are destined to serve the country. And for all the earth has got, all its care is all its slain. It was blazing high above, just like heaven as the crimson banner. The song of partisans with the pines and ball. The song of partisans with the scarlet down. My wonderful youth, oh Belarusia.
Белый аист летит над Полесьем, над тихим жнивьем, где где-то в топе болот погребен остывающий гром.
And for all the earth and sky, all is careless, all is flame. It was blazing high above, just like heaven as the crimson banner. Молодость моя, Белоруссия, песни партизан, состидат ума. Песни партизан, алая заря, молодость моя. Белоруссия.
Сандхи, Сандора и
Satya Handora and Valery Daneko. My youth, Belarusia. Mr. Daneko, the manner in which Sanhi has performed is colored with the national, even ethnic tints, and it is noticeably different from the manner of your band, Pesnyari. Was it difficult to combine? Well, let me tell you one thing, actually. What do we have in common? In that case, this is one very important thing. We are singing that song for the first time. Take my words. This is for the first time that I'm singing that here, and he's singing that for the first time. And that's probably why we are so anxious. We're so moved. And anxiety, that's very good, because it injects adrenaline. And his expression and his emotions, this is very national trait. I can feel that he translated the lyrics very well. He knows what he's singing about, and this is how he expressed that. Even the mileisms and the manner of performance, which sounds like blues, all of a sudden it doesn't disturb me. And I'm listening to the ever important songs, and I see that some modern notes do not actually make it sound worse. And he's very artistic, and he performs that song in a very branded way. And actually, this song was sang on a very symbolic date. Yes, the 1st of September. This is not only the Day of Knowledge. This is exactly 51 years since Pesnyari was set up as a band. Let us congratulate everyone on that occasion, and let us congratulate everyone on the Day of Knowledge. 1st of September, let me say a few words, a couple of words. Valery, let me bow to you, because your voice is still young and vivid at such an age. Your voice is still remarkable. That's very amazing. And such a brilliant duet. First of all, I think the credit goes to you and to the arrangers, to the orchestra who made that possible. Thank you so much. Guys, this guy from Indonesia, do you know where Indonesia is? Probably you cannot even put that on the map. And this road from Indonesia to Yalta, no, from Jakarta to Yalta, vice versa. Yeah, really, this is what I meant. I think that this new solo performer from Indonesia in your band, Pesnyari, this is very much possible, and thank you so much. I'd like to thank you for continuing to work, for not retiring, and Vladimir Berezin wanted to send his best regards to you. I wanted to convey the best regards to the youngest music festival, Road to Yalta. Hopefully I'm not mistaken. From the most seasoned festival, which is still alive, which is called Slavyansky Bazaar, hosted in Vitebsk. If you love it, if you remember that, let me know. That would be very pleasant. I'm doing that as permanent anchor of that festival. This festival was held for the 29th time, so let's go on as a hand in the glove together and farewell. And you know that at our festival your status is totally different. Yes, I love very much my status here. Thank you, thank you. You know, Mr. Machkavicius, we actually have all the preferences with the jury. But we have spectators. Probably let me approach one of the spectators and ask him what he feels about that. Just a random person, Ivan Ivanovich, a random spectator. Let me, on behalf of all the residents of Yalta, to welcome you, to welcome the jury members, to welcome our festival, to thank the organizers. So we appreciate that very much. And if you remember the Soviet movie The Gentleman of Fortune, when of the protagonist said that I will buy a suit, I will buy a car and we'll go to Yalta. Probably our foreign guests already are familiar with that movie. Dear friends, dear jury, please put your points and we'll move forward. This is only one victory that we need. This is what our next contender believes. Christelle Loury from France. She is known as Edith Piaf's songs performer, but she has a special memory of the war. Both her grandmothers were members of resistance movement and her grandfather was a prisoner of war. And last time when we held the semifinals, Crystal actually exploded our festival with her manner of performance. And it was really a hallmark song for all of us. It has become our cultural legacy and code, our DNA. Please welcome at the stage of Road to Yalta, Christelle Loury from France, and honored artist of Russia, Yekaterina Guseва. One victory and will not spare any cost.
Ici l'oiseau se tait, l'arbre ne peut pousser. Nous sommes seuls en rang serré à nous enraciner. Горит и кружится планета, над нашей родиною дым. И значит нам нужна одна победа. Одна на всех, мы за ценой не постоим. Одна на всех, мы за ценой не постоим. Нас ждет огонь смертельный, но все ж бессилен он. Сомнения прочь уходит в ночь отдельный. 10-й наш десантный батальон. 10-й наш десантный bataillon. Dès que le feu s'éteint, un autre ordre nous vient, et le facteur deviendra fou en nous cherchant partout. L'oubli bourgeois dans la nuit noire, la mitrailleuse est sans merci. Nous avons donc besoin d'une victoire, une pour tous, rien moins quel qu'en soit le prix. Une pour tous, rien moins quel qu'en soit le prix. Un feu mortel menace довела до самых вражеских ворот. Такие, брат, дела. Когда-нибудь мы вспомним это, и не поверится самим. А нынче нам нужна одна победа. Одна на всех, мы за ценой не постоим. Одна на всех, мы за ценой не постоим. Нас ждет огонь смертельный, все ж бессилен. Сомнения прочь уходит в ночь отдельный. Десятый наш десантный батальон, десятый наш десантный батальон. Нас ждет огонь смертельный, все ж бессилен. Сомнения прочь уходит в ночь отдельный. Десятый наш десантный батальон, десятый наш десантный батальон.
Christelle Lurie and Yekaterina Guseva. Christelle, during the very first performance of that song, during the very first, thank you so much. During the semi-finals, when we had semi-finals, I actually couldn't recover from the emotions, but now this is a double hit into my heart, right into my heart. I cannot understand how it happens. Well, first of all, Christelle puts every note through her heart. She feels every word with her soul. And this causes a lot of respect and a lot of pride that in France, the song, which, as I said, has become our cultural DNA, that actually it is received like that.
Because she represents the hope for me. When we have a difficulty, we have a problem, when it's very, very hard, this song represents the hope. This song, it's very espoir, the love, the peace, and the life.
Эта песня,
Probably you already understood what she said, and this song is very important for Christelle, because when it is hard, when you do not feel well, this song shows that not everything is hopeless, and that the victory is inevitable. This is the song of peace, of hope, and of life. Thank you so much. Dear friends, I'm very glad to be today here with you today in the night. I love Russia. I love Crimea. I love Yalta. Hooray, Christelle. Christelle, wait please. Dear jury members, please, anything you want to say. You see that this is the audience which expressed their view. Is it true? Christelle, you are charming. You are very frank. You are very artistic. And to some extent, I actually thought that I'm watching a movie where the protagonists survived through many, many hardships, and they are putting all their feelings and emotions into the song. So that was tremendous. Zaur wants to add something. Yes. Totally, I voice what I can echo what Kaimetov said, but I think that Katya Guseva was a great help, was very handy, and she added to the understanding of that performance. So the practice shows that our Katyas are always helpful. Let me say a few words. I'm happy and I'm very grateful to Christelle for letting me share this song with you. I'm totally charmed with you. Such a strong voice and big heart. Thank you so much. Christelle Lurie from France and Yekaterina Guseva. One victory which just took place. Thank you so much. And you see how the French language is very much becoming the Russian patriotic song, and really, Crystal is a real heir to Mireille Mathieu and other French performers. With a little bit of diversion, let me say that when I heard these our Russian dear songs in other languages, I tried to understand why they are so close to our hearts, to understand the essence of that phenomena. Because you start crying with the very first sounds and notes of that song's very first words of the lyrics when you hear the Russian song sang in a different language. And it's a double feeling. The feeling of gratitude to people who share our culture, our historical values, and on the other hand, certainly we feel pride for our country, for the people who sang the lyrics, and now these songs now are conquering the world. We can take pride in our songs, dear friends. And let's move forward. Our Chinese contender, Yan Kisson, who actually sent his bid among the first, and he's a very cool, very tough guy. And he started doing music since a young age. For the well-known reasons, he could not show up. Jan, hi, and hope to see you in spring in Yalta. Eventually, what do you know about the World War II and Great Patriotic War, and what song you are going to sing today? Hello, Yalta! Hello, Yalta! I'm very glad to participate in that contest, and you know what? I also regret that I could not come to you, but with my soul I'm with you. China remembers, and the rest of the world remembers the World War II. We don't want to copy and paste, to replicate that horror once again. We have to love each other. We have to support each other. We have to become friends with each other so that our world becomes even better. Today in the evening, I will sing my best and most favorite song, Occasional Waltz. Thank you so much, Jan. We're looking forward to see you in Yalta in May. He actually used to sing together with a Russian girl, Irina, and they couldn't do that before. Actually, her name is Katya, and she arrived to Yalta. And it would be an accidental waltz. Jan and Katya will be helped by Vladimir Levkin and his spouse, Maryusia. Mary in Russian.
танцевать разучился, и прошу вас меня извинить. Утро зовет снова в поход, покидая ваш маленький город, я пройду мимо ваших ворот.
Хоть я с вами совсем не знаком,
И далеко отсюда мой дом,
я как будто весной возле дома родного.
在这空里的线，我俩悄无危险。
Так скажите хоть слово.
Сам не знаю, о
Ян Кисон из Китая.
Jan Kissen from China, Yekaterina Fomenko, Vladimir Marussia Levkin from Yalta. For authentic feelings and music that are no boundaries and borders. Yes, dear friends, I'm sure that the whole of China and Russia were rooting for the people on the stage. And now you can pick your winner if you visit Road to Yalta portal and cast your ballot for your choice. What will the professional jury tell us? Dear colleagues, Denis Maidanov. You know, I can remember semi-finals in May, and all the performers were singing their songs from A to Z, and now this has actually been extended by duets, by trios, and actually the performers are singing more in Russian. And I'd like to thank our French singer and a guy from China. A lot has been done that the Russian language is not lost, that it is not distorted somehow. And the credit goes to them for that. Thank you so much. That actually you did a lot since the semi-finals. Thank you for adapting for our conditions. Thank you so much, Vladimir, Mariusa, Katya, Jan. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to see you here in Yalta, and I'm sure that in a little bit more than 6 months, when we defeat the pandemic, or when we come here with the vaccine injected, we'll be able to hold any mass events without any fears. Let's move forward. Let's move forward.
Our next singer is from Germany, professional singer and a poet with 12 discs and 13 collection of poems. He also translates verses. He also translates them from Russian. We all remember that there was a very powerful anti-fascist movement in Nazi Germany, and many of them were actually tortured and killed in the concentration camps. When I first heard Frank Fivegan, I thought that he would have been definitely among those who fought against fascism. He managed to join us here, and he will sing the song from the film Officers, Eternal Fire. And welcome from Fivegan and Yalta.
Mancher Held aus vergangener Zeit fällt zuweilen in Vergessenheit. die kämpft in den blutiger Schlacht, sind zu Erde und Gras gemacht. Nur ihr Heldenmut eben noch lebt in unseren Herzen fort. Diese Flamme, sie brennt durch die Zeiten selbstbewusst, tief in unserer Brust.
Гляди на моих бойцов, целый мир помнит их в лицо. Вот застыл батальон в строю, снова старых друзей узнаю. Хоть и нет 25, трудный путь им пришлось пройти. Это те, кто в штыки поднимался как один, те, кто брал Берлин.
Keinen gibt es im weiten Land, der nicht selbst seinen Helden gekannt. Von den Fotos vergeht als Rand. Schau dich junge Soldaten an. Этот взгляд словно высший суд. Я, что сейчас растут. И мальчишкам нельзя ни солгать, ни обмануть,
Ни с пути свернуть.
Frank Fivik.
Frank Fivik and Yalta. Frank, we know that as soon as you arrived to Moscow, you immediately went to the square to bow your head to the grave of the unnamed soldier. What the memory about that war means to you, and what makes you translate verses and songs about that war into Germany? What moves you? To keep the memory about this war, that's very important for me. And I believe that songs are truly a good means to avoid such a war in the future, not to repeat it anymore. And as for the poetic translations from Russian and from other languages, but primarily from Russian lately, well, I always find songs and verses that I would love to write myself, but it just happens that somebody else did it before me. That means that my task is to translate such a verse or song into my native tongue. Thank you, Frank, for this. And I want to ask Yalta, you sang this song with a sort of childish sincerity. Actually, you asked her to sing this song in duet with Frank. I want to thank the Humanitarian World Fund for this song, and for that's the most sincere song about war. It is imbued with sad, crystal clear sadness and about war. If you remember the film Officer and you remember this young boy, Vanichka, a cadet of the Suvorov College, military college. Well, this day is very important for me because it is today that my son took an oath in their military college named after Suvorov in St. Petersburg. Frank, I thank you deeply for singing the song in German. We definitely think about peace and well-being of our nations, of our people. And here in Yalta, you all know history very well. That was the place where the Yalta conference took place. That was the place where the future of the world was decided. And it's so great that this song was sang here in Germany. Thank you for these wonderful translations. Thank you for conveying our culture, for conveying our songs to the whole world. I bow low to you. Thank you, Frank. And thank you, Yalta. Thank you, Frank, for singing this song. For me, that's a true symbol of peace when you sing it. And I'd like to thank our singers once again, Frank and Yalta. Okay, we're going on. Now we move to the Argentine, Alexander Schwarzman. He was born and lives in Buenos Aires, but his heart is with us. He is a descendant from the Russian family that moved to Argentina, and he is a poet and composer, and his songs are sung there. He is with us from Buenos Aires. Why Russian songs are sung in Argentina? Hello, Ernest. Hello, Russia. Unfortunately, I couldn't come, although I truly wanted that to happen. I love Russia so much, its history, its culture. Anyway, it's a great honor for me to participate in this festival. In the festival that brought people together from all over the world. There are so many people, women, men, children, and we remember the heroes of the humanity. Here in Argentina, very far away from Russia, we tell the truth about the Second World War, about its true winner, the Soviet Union. And in honor of the 75th anniversary of the victory over the Nazi Germany, I decided to sing the song Ech Dorogi, Hey Roads, and I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much, and I'm sure that we'll meet here once again in Yalta. Ech Dorogi, Hey Roads. Alexandra Schwarzman and Yaroslav Sumishevsky. Thank you very much. I'm very proud for giving this chance to sing this song that is part of the World Heritage. And I would like to thank Alejandra for presenting this song. And I thank you for your supporters. I wish you peace. We encourage you to give your points on the portal of Roads to Yalta. And we look for the comments from our jury. Well, thank you, Ernest. Well, I'm overwhelmed with emotions. Well, we Mila began to sing. Well, it was Leo Leshenka who began to sing, and I was about to start singing. That was a truly great idea that you, Alejandra, and Yaroslav had. That's a truly great idea of the road to Yalta. That's something that I'm absolutely sure that this road will lead us. We know the words of all these songs, and while we know them, and while our children and grandchildren remember that, sanctions will not take over us. Thank you. Thank you, Yaroslav. Thank you, Alejandra. Thank you, Vadim, and thank you for being with us and supporting us. That's something very dear to us. It have taken us the whole year to get to this festival, to make it happen. And the past 6 months were very difficult, were very challenging to us. We will overcome everything. We will win. But your support, that's what we need. I encourage the members of the jury not to forget to put points, to give points to our singers. And dear colleagues, I know that it will be very difficult for you and challenging because we're pressed for time. There will be nearly no time for you for discussion. We cannot stop our broadcast. So you will have to give your objective feedback and answer to the questions that our viewers ask. Who will take the first, second, and the third place? And we are continuing. Now it's time for hot Latin American music. Well, the music will be ours, but it will be sung by people who give a lot of energy to the music. A Latin American band, Eduardo Brev and Joel Romero are from Cuba, and Gabriel Linares is from Venezuela, from Caracas. Together they will sing a song, Nich Yaka Misechna, a song from their film Only Season Pilots Go to the Battle. So they took the effort to translate the song from Ukrainian into Spanish. Eduardo Brev, Son del Son, and Dmitry Murin.
Місячна зоряна ясная, видно, хоч голки збирай. Вийди, коханая, працею зморена, хоч на хвилиночку гай. Вийди, коханая, працею зморена, хоч на хвилиночку
Nos sentaremos debajo de árboles, soy de los reyes el rey. Mira mi corazón, estos tres soles hermosos se ven en Hawái. Mira mi corazón, estos tres soles hermosos se ven en
La arboleda está hechizada, parece que duerme la luna. Y la brisa dice a mis oídos que eres un sueño real. Я ж тебе вірная, аж до хатиноньки сам на руках однесу. tengas miedo, mujer preciosa.
De pies bonitos mojar ese prado lleno de rocíos, te voy a casa llevar. Por ese prado lleno de rocíos,
te voy a casa llevar.
No te asustes si tú tengas frío.
yo te podré abrazar. Ese humilde que arde en llamas,
Todo te va a entregar.
Este humilde entregada en llamas, todo te va a
Eduardo Brele and Gabriela Taras, as well as Dmitry Murin, Cuba, Venezuela, and Russia. Nich Yakamisichna. And you see how different Latin American and Russian cultures are intertwined. Please admit, is it already in the list of the songs which you sing? Songs? Yes, we do. Was it difficult to work with the lyrics? Despite the fact that the song is so difficult, but it is so much filled with emotions that we couldn't but include that into our repertoire. I'd like to thank the orchestra. Dmitry, you usually perform classic music. How was it difficult for you to sing in trio? Actually, this is not a trio, this is a quartet. That's true. What will our jury tell us? It was great, and you know what idea occurred to me when such people as Cubans sing a Ukrainian song and a guy from Indonesia sings a Belarusian song. You know what occurs to me? That the songs, this is really this piece of culture thanks to which we can, in all countries of the world, make friends and love and live. And Russian songs really is actually is our biggest value. You see that our foreign guests are singing that with emotions and as if they could hear that since their childhood. Thank you so much, Dmitry. Thank you so much. It was a brilliant quartet. Yes, please, Vladimir. Over to you. I actually didn't say a single word today. It was a joke. I'm kidding. So it's high time for me to start speaking. I'd like to thank everyone who is there on the stage, and I'd like to thank those who actually generated that idea to bring together, because this is the time is ripe to bring together different countries: Russia, Venezuela, Ukraine, which lives in our hearts. This music and the grandeur of the performance of the authors, I think that will make this route very brief, very happy, and have a happy trip to everyone. Can you hear these applause? Everyone supports me. Give us a hand. Moreover, International Airport of Simferopol is ready to receive tourists, especially musical tourists who are bound for Yalta. May I say a few words? You spoke about bringing people together. And I listened the song to the very end, and the finals actually sounded very great when all the four voices sang the final notes, and I actually couldn't remember when Artur Sandoval continues his solo. That would be about bring together Ukraine, Russia, Latin America. Thank you so much for your motivating words, inspiring words. Thank you so much. And by the way, I would like to share such how the pandemic would be over sooner or later, and we'll visit different countries, and I'd like to meet lots of performers once again, and I have a request to the organizers of Road to Yalta festival. I'd like to have certain sites in different countries where we may meet our performers. For instance, I can mention that, for instance. I don't want anymore to sing covered versions of international songs, but I'd rather visit our performers in their home countries and sing their songs. And so there is a big chance for us to sing these songs once again. So you're very much invited to Caracas in the karaoke bar. Thank you so much, dear friends. So let us give a hand. May I see a couple of words. And Ivan said that you are presented with the flats in Yalta. So there are about 5,000 to 10,000 people who have gathered here. So pick your flat, pick your apartment in Yalta. And really, let me remind you that we are seen and heard everywhere in the world, and anyone is free to vote for the most favorite performer. It only takes to visit Road to Yalta portal or to scan a QR code, which you will see on the screen, and it will ram you home to the voting system. And moreover, it was the one before the last song. Only 2 songs are left. If you have already made up your mind, please hurry up, because we don't have much time left. And we're going to another continent. Yes, we're going to Africa. Or vice versa, Africa comes to us. Our contestant from Nigeria, Atik Soul, who lives in Barcelona now. And this is where he has come from. The song which he is going to sing was written by Okujava and Levashov. It was performed in 2 films at once, From Dawn to Dawn and Atibati Went the Soldiers, or On the March. This song is called Take the Overcoat and Let's Go Home. Nigeria and our unique popular singer Yaroslav Suryshevsky.
С тобой, браты с пехоты, а летом лучше, чем зимой. С войной окончили мы счеты, с войной покончили мы счеты, с войной покончили мы счеты. Перещине пошли домой. Your mother was 4 years without her son. пропавшие вернулись, скворцы пропавшие вернулись, скворцы пропавшие вернулись, бери шинель, пошли домой. Опять весна на белом свете. Against the spring rises over the snow. Опять весна на белом свете. Бери шинель, пошли домой. Бери шинель, пошли домой.
Атих Сол.
Atih Saul and Yaroslav Somishevsky. Take your trench coat and let's go home. Atih, we're happy to see you in Yalta. It's a stern, male-like military song. What do you think about the war?
During the interview, I have never experienced the war, but I have a lot of stories to tell about it because my parents experienced the war, the civil war in Nigeria between 1967 to 1970. And during that war, my grandfather was killed, and it affected my father so negatively that my father had to try to get into the army just to get revenge for those who killed his father. And it affected my mother also because she was separated from her father. Her father was at work when the war started, and they were separated because she thought the father was dead. So for a long time, they all thought the father was dead. So the war really affected my parents in Nigeria very negatively. But yes, and having to sing this song, I get to relate to what my parents could feel during the war. So it's very personal to me right now.
Атих очень по личному восприятию.
Atih received that very personal because the civil war in Nigeria affected his family. His grandfather was killed, and his father wanted to join the army just to revenge. And he understands that every song is his personal contribution, is his personal input into the fight against such a ugly phenomena as war. Dear jury members, please you vote. Dear friends, sadly, the music and the voice of that festivity, of that festival, is remarkable, but in my opinion, the most important thing is that the performers are from different countries of the world, from different corners of our world. They have arrived and they convey the feelings, the way they understand these words with real poetry, lyrics, excellent melody, which is rammed home to the hearts of the listeners. This way, they let us understand and they convey that to their own citizens, what happened during the World War II and what enormous cost the peoples of the Soviet Union had to pay for the victory in the World War II. Thank you so much, dear participants, dear contenders. Thank you so much, and we wish you stay healthy and be inspired. Actually, there is a lot which awaits for you in future. Thank you so much, Atih and Yaroslav Somishevsky. Dear friends, our agenda is almost over. There is only one number left. And again, Israel is with us via video conferencing. Our friend Michael Kirkilan could not escape from Israel due to quarantine restrictions, but he could not but participate in our competition. Now Michael is getting in touch with us from Tel Aviv. Michael, hello. What music, what song you picked, and why such a contest is so important for Israel? Why you wanted to make your way to Yalta? Hi Yalta. Good afternoon, Ernesto. And I'm very glad to be in touch with you despite such a difficult period of time, despite lockdown and quarantine, which didn't allow me to be with you. I'm glad to sing one of the greatest songs written in Russian, one of my favorites, the one which was performed by my grandmother, who at age of 4 witnessed the war. So the war started when she was just a child, and I'm even more proud to sing this song along with great actress Katerina Guseva. I hope very much that we will meet once again in May and we'll sing that together. Thank you so much for your support, for your love. Thank you so much. Kiss. Michael Kirkilan and Yekaterina Guseva, the Cranes.
Солдаты с кровавых не пришедшие полей не в землю нашу полегли когда-то, а превратились в белых журавлей.
יכול להיות שמור עבורי.
Настанет день из журавлиной стаи, я поплыву в такой же сизой мгле, из-под небес по птичьи окликая всех вас, кого оставил на земле. Мне кажется порою, что солдаты с кровавых не пришедшие полей
землю нашу полегли когда-то, а превратились в белых журавлей.
Michael Kirkela and Katerina Guseva. So let's support them with our applause. Dear jury members, we are waiting for your assessment. Who is going to speak? First of all, thank you so much, Zaur Tuzov. Thank you so much for such a remarkable performance. And certainly, they presented their own version, their own interpretation of that great, very philosophical, very profound song. I do think that the performers deserve great attention and good marks, points, grades, and I wish you every success. Yes, please. I will not stand up. That's a pity that we have to pass on our judgments, because this is for the second or for the third song that I want to actually choose you as a partner. Katerina, you are just remarkable in case of her French singer. It was a brilliant duet. I know your multifaceted talents, and that's been discussed already, and I remember when you actually keeping her hand in your own hand, you passed on your energy to her. And I actually say that you are helping our Israeli friend, although he has a brilliant voice, and I understand that he is of the Soviet or Ukrainian origin. Yes, but he was born in Israel. Well, but still probably his parents passed on the language to him. This is what I feel in him, and he has a fantastic voice. It was just great. Just great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dear friends, all the contenders have performed, and now I'd like to say several very important words as to how our festival came about. Last year, the Polish authorities just forced out of a museum dedicated to World War II musician Piotr Kosiewski for singing inside the museum. And the administration of this museum thought that probably he is interpreting the role of a Soviet soldier the wrong way. And we had a plot about that on our program in Vesti. And I heard how Piotr is singing, and the Polish language is very melodical. And you heard that already. And when I heard very dear notes of Dark Night song, I thought that probably Piotr Kosiewski really must sing that song at our festival. And this is how this festival came about, which we called the Road to Yalta. It was just exactly 1 year ago. A year since then, we managed to keep our word. We made that come true. Piotr Kosiewski came to Russia, came to Crimea, and today he is with us in Yalta. I invite Piotr Kosiewski to take his place on the stage. Give him a hand. Piotr, you cannot imagine how much we are glad to see you here.
Смотрите, как реагирует.
See how Yalta welcomes you, how the square welcomes you. Why? Tell us why this song is so important.
Because, yes, because...
Good evening.
Because tell about war, about...
Эта песня очень важна, потому что рассказывает о войне и о любви.
We must make love, not war.
Мы должны любить, а не воевать. Мне кажется, лучше сказать...
I think that we cannot find better words for that. Difference? I invite to the stage Denis Maidanov and Kai Metov. I think that we will finish this song, Dark Night, today at that festival, since the moment he was interrupted, here in the main square of the city. Come to us, join us. Leo Leshchenko, come to us, join us. We'll give you a mic, no problem. We'll stand next to you. Let's sing that together. Sing us the V-Day, Leshchenko.
Ciemna dziś noc, świszczą kule po stepie i znów. Za depesze przez mrok, wiatr po drutach przesyła.
לילה אפל, את כבר לא ישנה יפתי.
אך לפתע מופיע חלום, וליווי שם געגוע.
Regresa ya, que mi alma no puede esperar.
Comme je voudrais maintenant poser mes lèvres sur
Notte oscura, notte fredda attorno a me. 眼看见苍茫茫大草原，横亘在你我中间。Porque nada he perdido. Тебе, драги мой приятелю.
besinga lumba.
Vor dem Schlimmsten bewahren.
Zinus es drošs, baida kauja, lai odes tik skrien.
I know that you will still greet me with love. Sugar time makes it for me.
Смерть не страшна, с ней не раз мы встречались в степи. Вот и сейчас надо мною она кружится. Ты меня ждешь, и в детской кроватке не спишь. И поэтому знаю, со мной ничего не случится. Не случится.
Уважаемые...
Dear friends, once again, I would like to introduce our musical leader of the festival, Yalta and Yalta Orchestra, and also the orchestra of the Republic of Crimea, and they were just performing as one body and singing as in one voice. Dear friends, by the decision of the organization committee for the continuity in standing their ground and standing and working for the sake of our values, common values. The Polish singer Piotr Kasiewski gets the award of people's
В материальном выражении вынести сейчас сюда на
people's sympathy. The Views award goes to Peter and the honorary artist of the Russian Federation, Denis Maidanov, gives this certificate to Peter. And this spring, Peter and Denis made a wonderful video, musical video, which was called Dark Night. I should say that on the eve of the 9th of May, there's always a tradition to send messages, and the song sang together was sent to me from many countries of the world, and we felt that that would be our success story, that the whole festival, the road to Yalta, will be a success. Now, that's the climax of our festival. Now I give the floor and give the microphone to the chairman of the jury of the festival Road to Yalta. I give the microphone to Leo Leshenko to announce the results of vote count and to give us the names of the winners. I ask you to be understandable. I'm very nervous. I'm very excited. That's truly the case that I'm speaking off the cuff, and we can give only 3 places for the winners. When we opened the envelopes with the voting results, we saw that we gave the highest points to all winners, to all participants. So we decided that we will have not 3 winners, but 6 winners, but divide that, share that between the participants. If I miss something, you will help me, Kai. We'll have 7 prizes, actually, 7 awards. We'll have a Grand Prix that we would like to give to the person who hasn't come. That's a symbolic prize. That's a symbolic award. We give it, it's not about money, it's about recognition. We give it to our friend from China. So the first prize, has some monetary value. We will not give the figure out, but we would like to give after a consultation, and if you support me, we would like to give it to France. The first prize, yes, and to Italy. So now we will figure out who gives what to whom. Let us first speak about the winners, and then we'll decide who will give these awards. Everybody wants to do that. Well, that's a very serious point. That's very important. The second prize, and we'll have 3 of them actually. The second prize goes to Germany, to Poland, and to Cuba and Venezuela and the whole of Latin America. And the third prize, Albanian singer and singer from Israel. The difficulty was that all those who sang on the online stayed in the shadow. Well, which is natural, but we want to thank those who managed to come here to Yalta. We have another wonderful person, Adi Soul, to whom, if you permit me, we'll run out of prizes, and I personally, as a chairman of the jury, would give an award to Atil Soul. An award in recognition and in money form as well. So these are our winners. Let's give them a round of applause. Well, look, friends. Well, a little bit of confusion here, and we see that Lev Valerianovich decided to stand at the helm, and well, we invite the Minister of Culture, Arina Vadimovna Novosельsko. The mayor of Yalta is also invited to the stage. Dear friends, I've got a suggestion. Please bring in the awards in and hand them to the contestants. If you give something into wrong hands, but that will be it will end up in good hands anyway, and then later we will just settle things and do our best to make it fair behind the scenes. But that's not the end yet. I remind you that these are the last seconds when their voting among viewers is nearly over, and now look at the screen. We would like to see their chart. No miracle. The maximum amount of votes goes to our Chinese singer Yan Kison. The audience award goes to China. Another platform where the fight was going on for the victory in our festival was in YouTube. The video that was placed there and that collected the greatest amount of likes gets another special prize. And this is a very good prize, a very good award. Well, that was quite predictable. Our Cuban and Venezuelan friends get this special prize. We can even show it here please bring this award, the special award, to the stage. Please open this wonderful box. That's a magic box. This prize is something of a dream to any singer. That's a very special microphone. Well, please show it to everyone. That's one of the best microphones in the world, manufactured in Tula, because it is in Tula that they produce the best weapons. But we decided to have not an automatic gun presented here, but a microphone, which is an invalid tool for singers. I'll take a little more of your time and attention. We would like to thank all our partners, all those who participated in at the preparatory stage of this festival. The Humanitarian World Fund, the Presidential Grant Fund, the government of the Republic of Crimea, Governor Aksionov, Minister of Culture, Yevgeny Primakov, and many other people. We thank all those who supported us on the air, the mass media portals, and Roman Gavrilov and Alexander Popov in particular. And we would like to mention our general partner, Eurotranstroy company. They are true patriots of their country. They have done a lot to country and are doing a lot for the sake of Crimea. So they wanted to give an award or a gift, token to every participant. There is a special prize that was set up by the Humanitarian World Fund and Eurotranstroy. I invite Mr. Golodny, Andrei Golodny. Please explain what sort of award is this? This is the best possible microphones, Neumann. Neumann U87. Those. And the second microphone, EA87. I think that musicians know what this man is talking about. Andrei Fedorovich, thank you very much. So the special award from Eurotranstroy and Humanitarian World Fund goes to Frank Finnegan, Germany, and Nitzan Galan, Israel. Well, the Minister of Culture has just arrived, Irina Novoselskaya. Without this person, nothing would have worked out. Through her iron will, her patriotic feelings, her energy, her ability to resolve unresolvable tasks, we have managed with everything that was on our shoulders. Arina Vladimirovna, just a couple of words from you. Good evening. Good evening, Yalta. Hello, Yalta. I would like to extend my enormous gratitude to the organizers of this wonderful first and symbolic music event in the Republic of Crimea, Road to Yalta, and I would like to thank all singers for your Russian spirit, for your willingness to sing Russian songs, for your strive to victory. Because this festival was to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the victory in the Second World War. So I congratulate you on our victory. And if we have a technical possibility, let's get in touch with the president of our festival, Andrei Kondrashov, who, not being with us here physically, was keeping track of the events on the festival from Moscow. And if Wi-Fi permits us, let's get connected with him. Give us a sign that we can see Andrei on the screen. Andrei, we see you, not hearing you yet. Dear friends, I'll be brief. We've done it. Many people living in Crimea and in Yalta, all those who are there, all tourists that got from all parts of the country, all those who voted and supported you, those singers who participated, the organizers, the sponsors, and everyone. When people say that the world goes somewhere, we'll say it will not go far away, because good people are more numerous than others, and we want to have fireworks. But before that, I want to pass the microphone to Ernest. We have another surprise, another song. The main song without which our festival, this day, this festivity would not be complete. When Lev Leshenko is with us on the stage, we couldn't but remember the main holiday of our country and the main song of our victory. What we have here today is also our victory. So we extend our gratefulness to you for your support, Yalta. Without you, nothing would have happened. We will overcome everything, and we will stay together and meet here once again in May 2021 in spite of anything, and we will continue with our victories. Let's go.
Как он был от нас далек, как в костре потухшем таял уголек. Были версты обгорелые в пыли, этот день мы приближали как могли. Этот день победы, порохом права. Это праздник с сединою на висках. Это радость со слезами на глазах. День победы, день победы, день победы. Печей не смыкала наша Родина очей. Ни ночи битву трудную вели, этот день мы приближали как могли. Этот день победы, порохом права. Это праздник с виною на висках. Это радость со слезами на глазах. Возвратились мы не все, босиком бы пробежаться по росе. Пол Европы прошагали, пол земли, этот день мы приближали, как могли. Этот день
Thank you, dear friends. Thank you once again. My special gratitude it is to the director of the program, Alin Merde, Artem Shatrov, who ensured that the video broadcasting goes well and the whole world sees us, and the whole team of the organization committee Road to Yalta. We extend our gratitude to you. We say goodbye to you, but not for a long time. See you soon.